It's an old question. It's bouncing back and forth through forums and comic shops for years. Who would win in a battle of dark sorcery? The prodigious Avenger, or Raven, the empathic sorceress of the Teen Titans. Let's start with Wiccan. Born Billy Kaplan, his power is as much about language as it is about intent. When he whispers, "Let there be darkness," reality tends to listen. His legacy is tied directly to Scarlet Witch, one of Marvel's most infamous wielders of chaos magic. Of course, Billy's talents began with light spells and magic bolts, all flashes and shields. But every now and then, he skims the edge of something deeper, something darker. What does that darkness look like? For Wiccan, it isn't about summoning demons, a staple of the dark arts in most universes, but about warping reality itself. Imagine bending possibility, reversing fate, opening rifts in the fabric that keeps chaos at bay. He once rewrote the minds of the young Avengers, and in his most desperate moments, he's shown glimpses of a power that not only matches, but sometimes surpasses Wanda's. But dark magic has a cost. For Wiccan, straying too far from balance has meant risking his own sanity and occasionally the world's. There is always the lurking fear. If he simply decided on a whim to turn the laws of nature upside down, who could stop him? The answer has never been clear. Then there's Raven Rachel Roth, daughter of the demon Trigon. Where Wiccan's magic is rooted in will and language, Raven's is pure emotion. She draws her power from her inner darkness, literally containing a monstrous legacy within her soul. Empathy, shadow travel, astral projection, and yes, good old-fashioned demon summoning. It's all in a day's work. Unlike Wiccan, Raven doesn't just touch the outer edges of darkness, she was born from it. Her magic is a constant struggle. She's protecting her friends and the world from threats, but also shielding them from herself. Her soul self, a massive raven-shaped construct, can envelop whole battlefields, consume energy attacks, and travel through the dimensions. She has exorcised evil beings, faced down gods. And when fate demanded, she has unleashed the full extent of her father's demonic power. It isn't just brute force either. Raven's darkness seeps into minds, dredges up deepest fears, and, if pushed, can even unravel a psyche strand by trembling strand. She once subdued the Justice League, hardly a lightweight feat. Her offensive magic blurs the line between energy and emotion, leaving adversaries not just defeated but undone. So, whose dark magic comes out on top? On one side, we have Wiccan, who manipulates the machinery of reality itself. His darkest moments threaten to undo the very nature of existence. But he wields that power with trepidation, aware of how quickly it can spiral beyond his control. His darkness is existential, an echo of chaos magic that, if unchecked, could remake or unmake anything. On the other side, Raven's darkness is more intimate, more psychological, is the inner storm, the battle against inherited corruption. But she's also demonstrated cataclysmic force, sometimes channeling enough demonic energy to topple city blocks or shatter interdimensional barriers. Both have held back apocalypse-level threats. Both have succumbed to the curse of their ancestry. Both have at least temporarily lost themselves to their own darkest impulses. But here's where things get interesting. Wiccan's dark magic operates like a cosmic hack. If he grows just a little too powerful, if he utters the right words, there is no ceiling, no concrete limitation. The price, however, is both metaphysical and personal. He risks obliterating the boundaries of who he is, and perhaps what the world is. Raven, meanwhile, is bound by emotion, but also by lineage. Her dark magic can devastate, but every use risks letting Trigon in, losing herself to him, or worse, becoming him. It's a tightrope walk over a pit of eternal torment. If these two ever clashed, it wouldn't just be a contest of firepower. It would be a test of will, the ability to master, and not be mastered by their own darkness. So who has stronger dark magic? If you're keeping score by destructiveness, Wiccan edges ahead with the raw, reality-altering scope of his power. But if you define strength as mastery over the darkness within, Raven's discipline and resilience make her a contender for the throne. In the end, the truest test isn't whose magic can break more, but who can bear the weight of it and still choose to protect the world from the shadows. Maybe that's the real strength neither was ever meant to have. yet both against all odds possess